Hi guys, at the time this was made, Eternal Sugar Cookie is coming out in a few days, and I wanted to take a little deep dive about a specific theory about her. Let's jump right in. Disclaimer or something. There's going to be spoilers for Beast Yeast. With that out of the way, let's begin. I've seen this one specific theory going viral, and that is that Eternal Sugar Cookie will be the only kind/good beast. I personally disagree. First, if you didn't know, people are speculating that Eternal Sugar Cookie won't actually be a villain. This is probably based on how, in the trailers we've seen, she treats Holly Berry very nicely. Understandable take, but there's more to this upcoming cookie. Let's take a look at how Eternal Sugar treats Holly Berry. It's surprisingly nice. In the trailer, we see Holly Berry welcomed by Eternal Sugar and treated with nothing but kindness. But we have seen this before. During Mystic Flower Cookie's section of Beast Yeast, her minion, Cloud Hete Cookie, treats Dark Cacao Cookie and his companions with kindness, only to lead them to Mystic Flower Cookie. What if this is happening here? It makes perfect sense for Eternal Sugar to try and fool Holly Berry. There are some specific quotes from the trailers that tie into this. Specifically, "The happiness you seek, only I can grant it," showing Eternal Sugar Cookie could be trying to trick Holly Berry into trusting her, and "Before the demon arrives, cloaked in its sweetest guise." This is an obvious hint that Eternal Sugar Cookie is trying to fool Holly Berry, an illusion of kindness. On the topic of illusions, in both trailers, we see a paradise dimension in which Eternal Sugar Cookie resides. Or is it a dimension? We've seen beasts have them before, like with Shadow Milk, but this is different. It's an entire world. And how would one enter another dimension? Well, probably through a portal. However, we see Holly Berry be transported by literally being shot. So maybe what we have seen isn't a new dimension. Maybe a dream or illusion. Beasts have been able to create illusions before, one example being Shadow Milk mimicking the light of truth. So Eternal Sugar Cookie's whole dimension could be an illusion too. I also feel that this is hinted at in Eternal Sugar's portion of the Silver Tree cutscene, where she seemingly shatters the sky, as if breaking an illusion. This leads me to think that the paradise we see isn't real. If not an illusion, then a dream. Shadow Milk Cookie was able to affect Pure Vanilla's memories, so maybe Eternal Sugar Cookie can change Holly Berry Cookie's dreams. Lastly, here are some little details that I noticed. First, let's go back to the quote, "Before the demon arrives, cloaked in its sweetest guise." This is definitely referring to Eternal Sugar Cookie. The quote may be referencing how devils/demons make themselves beautiful in order to fool humans. And if you look closely, Eternal Sugar Cookie has a devil tail and small devil wings, a hint she isn't who she seems. Next, what seems to be one of Eternal Sugar Cookie's helpers shoots Holly Berry Cookie, which isn't really protagonist cookie behavior. Also, it's stated that the beasts fell into corruption, so why would Eternal Sugar Cookie be an exception, especially when she is the beast of sloth, which is one of the 7 deadly sins in Christianity. Lastly, near the end of one of the trailers, we see the colors mysteriously invert, which feels sinister. I have a prediction on how this will go. I predict that Eternal Sugar Cookie will try and get Holly Berry to rest/sleep, only to try and kill her once she does. It fits with the theme of sloth. I got this idea a little bit from Eternal Sugar's portion of the Silver Tree cutscene, where she seems to be asleep, only for her to suddenly burst up and, well, attack. Attacking when she seems to be resting. Of course, Holly Berry will end up winning, since that's how this game is, but not without maybe the most difficult time out of everyone so far. In conclusion, this is all just speculation. At the end of the day, we're all just trying to figure out how this is going to go, and it doesn't really matter if we're right or not. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.